but I have heard that the prices of off-the-shelf EVs are coming down, so this is time to go and have a look and bite the bullet and actually buy the first new car since 1976.
And what was that?
It was a Mark II Escort.
Those are cool.
Just feel free to pop back in, but you're never gonna have that in this car.
Are you jumping in and coming with?
Yeah, I'll just jump in there in the passenger.
Also, just we've got no recording without prior written permission.
Can I record for later?
Not on the test drive.
Okay.
Okay, so initial thoughts on the MG. It's nice car, solid drive. Certainly feel it connected to the road.
Yeah, I must admit, it's definitely for the ride quality. I think it's better than the Ora. I've not tried out the Dolphin, but the actual, being connected to the road feeling, it's definitely more of a driver's car than this. To be fair. What else did you think about the MG4?
Yeah, the pickup's responsive. It's
all EVs have got good pickup there. There's nothing.
I think and I think it's kind of the basis of comparison, because I've been driving Helen's, and I usually try and because it's got the short range, I try not to hammer it too much.
All right.
So, but I think I was probably being a little bit conservative driving that too, because it's force of habit more than anything else. But it did seem to, when you did put your foot down, it certainly.
Oh yeah, it's got plenty of power. Same as this, same as the Dolphin, except for the base model Dolphin. That has no power, apparently. So, any negatives about that car that you can think of?
I can't think of anything. I think, as I said to you, when I stepped back in this car, the higher dash and the higher point,
oh yeah, this one's a bit taller.
The MG sort of seemed a bit boxy, but apart from, as I say, I can't think of any negatives. But I mean,
yeah, it's a great car.
By this time, by how long they've been producing cars and refining design, I'm guessing we're reaching the sort of point where there's not going to be a lot of substantial difference as far as different cars are concerned.
For characteristics, no. I mean, in range, probably not between these kind of the same range of cars. The Dolphin, not the base model Dolphin, but the whatever they call the next one up, the MG and this. But where I found the MG was lacking, and as much as it's a better driver's car with being rear-wheel drive and great turning circle and just more planted on the road, I couldn't get past two things really, were the laggy infotainment system, because I like things to actually be responsive. It's like having an old phone. You don't want to be sitting there with an old phone for 3-4 years that just annoys you every time you try and do anything with it. You know what I mean?
So, definitely.
So that's the one thing. I'm a geek, so I don't want to have slow crap where it doesn't respond properly to my finger press straight away. I wanted to do what I wanted to do straight away. Their software, I don't think the software's too bad. It's just their process is slow.
Yeah, well, I must be honest. It's I've not got a lot of demands as far as the technology is concerned. Yeah. It's a bonus. I'm not actually looking for specifics.
Yeah.
As I say, it's the price and the distance range.
Now, how do you feel about their warranty? I know they've just increased their warranty to 10 years, but their service costs are still the same, which is...
Yeah.
Do you know about the service costs?
Yes, I have. I believe there's, it's got a to cycle. It's slightly cheaper 1 year and then hideously expensive well, even more hideously expensive the next, which for an EV seems a bit odd because the one thing they don't need is expensive servicing.
Yeah, it's $297 in year 2 and then $907 in year 4. So basically $1,200 every 4 years, because it alternates between the 300 and the 900.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's actually the main thing. Well, with the infotainment system, I couldn't deal with that. But that's the main thing that put me off was the rip. So again, it's a rip off. It's a rip off service cost. Sorry, MG. But that was my opinion. It's a shame, really. If they could actually have made, look, even if the infotainment system is a bit laggy, and also no, actually the third thing that made me choose, and I'm trying not to influence you here. I'm just giving you, my reasons and a bit of background to the MG4 since we just had a look at it. The third thing is that their base model doesn't have side, what's it called?
It's 360 sensors.
The base model doesn't have the rear cross traffic and front cross traffic alert.
Right.
It doesn't have the blind spot monitoring, and it doesn't have the 360 camera. Now, the 360 camera, that's I consider that a fantastic feature and bonus.
Yeah.
But the other two are kind of pretty much, I don't know, at least blind spot monitoring is pretty essential, I think, for any modern car. And the base model, for how much did you say it was going to be? About 42 grand, I think?
Yes. For
the really basic one. And the one you've got, you just tested, the long range, is about 46 grand?
Yes.
Something roughly like that. And even that doesn't have it. Their extended range doesn't have it. You have to go up to the next one above, the Essence.
Yeah.
And to me, essence as a word means basic. It's like it's the essence of something. Not the real thing, it's the essence. It's a slight sniff of the real thing. Cameron, the boss. This is a Peter. He's an EV enthusiast, and he's looking at replacing one of his EVs. What is it? The Triumph.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a converted Triumph.
Okay, so engaging. So foot's on the brake.
Yeah, it's the
put
same
it in
thing.
Drive. Oh, okay.
There we go.
One click will do it.
Yep, that's fine. It's a spinny thing. You can spin it as much as you want.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Whichever way, The only thing I don't like about it is how blingy it is. It's like, definitely it's a bit of a girly thing.
Yeah.
The bling.
Chinese love their bling.
So disconnect park. There was obvious park brake engaged at some.
As long as you got your seatbelt on, it will automatically release.
Okay, so I just put my foot on the accelerator.
Yep.
Let's just
Indicator
check
as well.
the indicators. Which
They're on the left.
That one.
Yep.
Yeah, and we can turn just left.
By the way, look at the front there. See how the indicator looks?
Yeah.
It's to the outside kind of light. Same for the daytime running light. So it's going to be the white when you finished indicating.
Okay, so left at the roundabout.
Yeah, left at the roundabout just here.
Tell us your thoughts as you're thinking them.
Now I've got a basis of comparison. It feels a little heavier than the MG, but that's not to say that's a negative. Just as I say, I've got a basis of comparison now.
Have you got this on one pedal driving at the moment, or just normal?
It feels like
You
it.
can feel the retardation.
Yeah. I just want to see.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's in driving. No, it's not. Oh, you got the
The
strong energy recovery.
strong, yeah.
You can have normal. I normally leave mine on strong actually as well for the regen.
Yeah, I could feel it pulling up as it was taking my foot off there.
Yeah, just something you get used to in all cars really when you have the regen on. How about we just put it on light and see what you think.
Yeah, okay.
And the single pedal mode is okay, but it's not that great compared to the MG or the Tesla. It takes a lot longer for it to actually stop, even when you get it on strong regen. But what you really want is what's on our left. The left, not that. That's the left. Your other left.
No, yeah, left and right is something I've never really had a strong relationship with.
Oh, by the way, I've got mine on dark mode. This one's on light mode. I switched mine to dark mode so that I thought it looked nicer. But it's, totally up to you. You see the difference when you get back into mine.
Yeah.
Same stuff on it at the end of the day. And it's got this auto brake thing, this auto hold. So that up or downhill or wherever you're stopping at lights, it'll put that on automatically, and it'll take it off when you start to accelerate. Pretty much the same as the MG and probably the Dolphin as well.
Yeah, gotcha.
Does it feel less heavy now?
Yes, it does.
So was the regen.
Yeah, with the regen. It certainly just got that bolted to the road feel about it, but it's sort of pretty typical of.
These traffic lights are going to turn left.
Left here. Okay.
What's that noise?
That is my phone.
Oh,
I don't know who's trying to ring.
it's weird. It sounds like it's coming from the car.
Yeah, it does.
Looks nice. I must admit the interface is nicer than the MG and the Ora.
Yeah.
Like the actual software, the way it looks.
Now, were you saying there were issues with the battery with this, was it?
No, the 12-volt battery, not the main battery.
Oh, the 12-volt battery.
The main battery is pretty good, really good.
Yeah.
The 12-volt battery they've had problems with, they're just dying. So, and they've been replacing them obviously a lot. That's what I heard anyway. But that can happen, to be honest, with most electric cars, because people don't realise that if you leave stuff on, then the 12-volt battery is actually doing a fair bit of work sometimes. Oops. The windscreen is different to the other two, isn't it? There's a narrower kind of field of vision. It seems to be more, I don't know, just smaller.
Yeah.
Or maybe this thing's just a lot bigger.
That doesn't, yeah, that's very distracting. I think it reminds me very much of the old, the Colt from about 2000. I think the Leaf's got a similar sort of.
I can't even get the right time. I'll turn it off. Wow, that took a long time to turn off.
Turn left to Car Street.
Yeah, mate, you're on camera.
Turn left, did it say?
Rerouting.
Yeah, that aircon, I turned it on. Auto. Wow, that got louder when I turned the aircon on louder. Oh, maybe it's so you can hear better. Maybe that's a good idea. But when I try to turn it off, it stayed on.
Drowning out the siren on the boys.
It's pretty loud. And look, it's still going. I've turned it off. Okay, now I've turned it off there as well. Okay, that's, yeah, I don't like that. Sorry, that sounds weird. Let me just try that again. So, auto. And then I'll just turn it off there. Maybe that's the way to do it. Okay, just get used to it. So the off takes a few seconds to actually work. Whoa, that was freaking me out. I was thinking, it doesn't turn off. So, let's have a chat quickly while we're here.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I'm still thinking cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why is that?
Price-wise, you're getting the features for the money.
Same features as that.
Yeah.
Basically,
the
yeah.
long, you got the long range only marginally more for the long range version.
Yeah, $1,000.
Yeah, it's a nice car to drive. Maybe the drive on the MG is fractionally better, but it's just.
I agree.
But not just. It doesn't justify the extra price.
Yeah.
And again, going back to the servicing costs for the MG, that's definitely a very much.
And if you want the same features as this and that, you're going to have to pay. I have no idea how much on the MG because you have to get the Essence, which I'm guessing. Hello, Perth. I'm guessing is about maybe 50 grand or 49 grand or something like that. Must be for the Essence. I'll have to put the price up in this later on. I don't know it off by heart what the price is now.
But yeah, this ticks a lot of boxes without having to, and it doesn't seem to make a big fuss of itself. It's just nicely innocuous.
Yeah,
I suppose.
So, shall we go back to what are they called? GWM. Go back and see Cam and say, "Yep, get us whatever you got." You want the white one, don't you?
Yeah, I'm going to sit down for a couple of days.
Of course.
Yeah, I think
I was only joking.
Yeah.
Well, I never know. You could have said, "Yeah, let's do it." Okay, so Peter, round up, please, of your afternoon of driving 3 electric cars.
Well, it was a great afternoon. I certainly really appreciate your expertise and assistance. It's given me an opportunity to compare the 3, and I think as far as the differences between the 3, it's not like there's huge differences there. It's kind of a sort of a percentage between the 3. There's not a lot of gaps between all the offerings at the moment. I think, as we said before, the BYD, some of the styling features I'm not exactly thrilled about, but on the whole, as far as its handling and its performance, it was close to the other 2. The MG, like the looks of it, but on the other hand, the downside is particularly with the downside is the servicing costs.
Yeah.
But I think, as they told us today, the features, the price has come down quite a bit. So there was that to take into account. But I don't think it balances out quite with the servicing. But it's a really nice car, really nice to drive, good turning circle. And that's something I'd have to get used to with all three of them now with the reversing camera. I'm still very used to reversing on mirrors, but I like the way as you turn, the curve for the reversing camera actually takes into account where you're going and what you're actually doing with the steering. There's a lot of technology in there that I've not come across before. It's a little bit difficult and for that reason, it's a little bit difficult to pick up between the features because, as everybody who asked me today said, so what features are you looking for? Basically, I was looking for the actual driving range and what the price was. All of the other things are all added on bonuses that I'll get used to over time, but at the moment they're not a significant feature in what I'm actually looking at. They're all nicely put together. The finish and the production values were all excellent. I couldn't fault any of them. They all seem to be well made. The interior design all seems to have had a lot of thought put into it. There's so much in every one of those packages that to actually try and fully comprehend what you're actually looking at in a 15-minute test, test drive, it's a lot to absorb, particularly, as I say, if you're used to cars from the 60s and the 70s, which...
I'm going to ask you a few quick fire questions. Which do you feel, because you were driving, I wasn't, which do you think it was your favourite to drive, just the feel of the drive? Never mind any features or anything
probably
like that.
the MG.
Okay, I would tend to agree with that, although I haven't driven the Dolphin. But yeah, the MG was great to drive. Yeah. Which do you think is the best looking? It's subjective, but I'm just curious.
Again, the MG.
Okay.
The MG.
So finally, I mean, you're gonna go away and think about things, And who knows, you may buy a Tesla Model Y next time I hear from you. Or a nice car. Would you buy a nice car again?
No, I wouldn't.
Why is that? I mean, just out of interest.
Well, look, to be honest, and this goes back to the same buying a hybrid. I mean, what you do when you buy a full battery electric, you're going away from all of the servicing, all the dependence on the motor dealers, all of the complicated little bits and pieces that could go wrong. Yes, granted, there's circuitry in there, there's software in there, but I mean, you know, we know it's not like the good old days where if you drop your phone once or you drop your watch once, that's it. It's all over Red Rover. Everything's a lot more robust these days. The software's more reliable. The computer technology is more reliable, and this is going, you know, like the first laptops. It just didn't take much. Even the Toshiba Toughbook didn't work for some applications where you, oh yes, this is a Toughbook, you know, this will do the job. So yeah, I think there's not a lot in regard to technology, but again, as I say, if you go for ICE or go for hybrid, you've got all the same servicing, all the same dependence on dealerships, all the same limitations you've got, whereas with battery electric, it's more robust.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
You won't see it very often, but I love the front indicator. But you might see a little bit of reflection there with the orange around the outside.
Yeah, there's probably something else that's been
Stolen
borrowed from the Mini.
Borrowed, yeah, sure. Stolen from the Mini.
I'll go in here, suppose you should go
Sure.
in the blood bank and
Drop me off here.
I'll drop you off somewhere in here and I can go out the other end.
Yeah, just the coffee house. I might just actually go for coffee there. That sounds
Okay.
good. That's all
Cheers,
I need.
mate.
Thank you,
Thanks.
sir.
Thanks for everything, and I will endeavour to keep in touch.
Where's that thing?
The other side, I think. Is that what you're looking for?
Oh yeah, what am I
signal?
doing? I'm the
Yeah,
driver
I'm
again.
driving this time. Yeah, appear in the passenger seat in
Thank
case
you,
you hadn't
sir.
noticed.
I hope your partner likes this when you're taking for a drive and taking for dinner. The other thing is it's got child lock things,
Okay.
security lock. So just the top one. Thank you.
Okay. No worries.
I think it's a setting you can change as well. Enjoy.